fancy myself a man worth your time. And I couldn't help thinking I wished you were mine. A man-seeking woman whose total is 589. Well, I don't do this often. I'm not like other guys, which is why I find myself in a sort of existential crisis.
Podcast for listener will make your ball drop. It's time for another Existential Crisis, the show where we take the misconnection section into new directions. I messed it up.
Just continue.
Oh, no.
It's one of those nights. Just keep going.
Okay, I'm Talon Bigelow.
I'm Sarah Thompson, and we're upset. We got 45 minutes into a rousing episode, a full 45 minutes, which is usually where we start wrapping things up. And then Talon's MacBook crashed.
Well, we don't need to name names. But yeah, it crashed
Steve
and we
Jobs,
lost it.
Ghost.
The Steve Jobs Computer Company fucked us.
Yeah, 2020 had to fuck us one last time, so they decided to delete 45 minutes of a great episode. But that is okay. We're going to be here. We're going to do a mini-sode for you.
It's going to be a great mini-sode.
It's going to be killer. We'll also be posting the misconnections we talked about. We're not going to talk about them again, because we're all about cold reading. We're about doing them live, doing it live. And so we will be posting the misconnections that we would have been discussing. We'll be posting them on our Instagram over the next couple days, just to give you a little midday treat. So keep your eyes on the Instagram. We're both very upset.
You're both very upset. I'm also upset that you went with midday treat instead of afternoon delight, but...
Well, I'm not having sex with them. I'm giving them a misconnection.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
You do know. I take this quarantine seriously.
I think anything delightful that happens afternoon would be considered an afternoon delight. If I have ice cream at 12:05, I think that's an afternoon delight, baby.
I hope you're not going around telling people that.
I often do, yeah. It's just like, oh, what'd you do for lunch? Oh, had me an afternoon delight. Got some lunch.
That's why I've never met any of your coworkers.
That's why, because I've been fired from every job I've ever worked at after day 5, because I tell them one too many times I had too many afternoon delights.
5 is the where the line is drawn for afternoon delights.
Yeah. Every day for a week, you might think after the 4th time, this is like a weird bit, I'm sure. And then the 5th time is enough to be like, it's Friday and this guy won't let up. This guy's a mess.
He doesn't even take a day off. Out with him.
Doesn't even take a day off. So, listen, we did record a lot of a podcast, but we had not yet recorded what I was going to reserve as a special treat for you, and now it's the whole show. So, lucky you. The best we saved for last is now the only.
The best, the last, and the only of 2020.
We saved the best for all of it, because it's all we got. And that is appropriate, because we are going to be perusing the best of Craigslist.
Oh.
That's right. Craigslist has its own section of the website that is nominated by Craigslist readers, and it is a curated list of the best content from all over Craigslist. Not just misconnections, anywhere, any section. However, you will see a lot of misconnections on the list. But we've got stuff from general for sale, furniture, cars and trucks. We got it all.
We've got it all. And I will say that most of the top, so there are 4 for 2020. Less than there have been for any other year, probably because, like all of us, the staff at Craigslist has found less pleasure in this year than any other year of their lives.
Fair. A fair short list.
Yeah. So they have a short list of the 4 best. And of those 4 best, I just have to say my home area is really repping it. 2 of them are from the SF Bay Area, so I'm very excited about it.
Bay Area?
Thank you for that, sir.
You're welcome. I mean, I kind of half-assed it. But you're welcome. All the same. So, yeah, we got a couple. We're going to do this every year. I'm saying we're fully committed to this. Honestly, I'd love to do it more, but they just don't get updated that frequently. So every year we'll bring you the best of Craigslist, so you don't got to go looking for it anymore. All right, put that mouse down, and I do mean the animal. It's
Don't strangle him.
Don't
Stuart
do
Little,
that.
let him
Don't.
free.
Leave Stuart alone. My childhood dog was named after Stuart Little, so that's equally upsetting.
Don't strangle.
Don't
childhood
strangle
dog.
Stuart Little. Yes, we're gonna do this every year for you, starting this year, and let's get right to it. Here they are, the best Craigslist postings of 2020. Here they come. Sarah, I believe you have queued up the first one here, and some of these are gonna be a little bit more visual, and I think we just need to really describe in great detail what we see
Great.
as we click through these pictures. Let's start with the title of this one.
All right. CrapShoot, killer new outdoor game with toilet. Originally posted on January 8th, 2020.
Wow, almost a full 365 days ago.
Wow. Wow. This is okay. So this one does have a couple photos involved. I'll go ahead and just tell you about them.
Paint a
One
word picture.
is a wide shot of what looks like a backyard. And in this backyard, there's natural grass around the border, but in the center of the backyard is AstroTurf. The AstroTurf carpet leads off into the distance to a toilet, a white toilet with its seat up. The second photo is a zoom in on that same toilet, which says CrapShoot painted on its lid. Inside of the bowl of the toilet, there's painted a small, large-mouthed raisinette.
It does look like a California raisin, but maybe
It's purple.
after the second Platinum album, when the success has gotten too big and they've experimented with a little bit of cocaine.
Yeah. Their mouths are very large now. And then, disturbingly, perhaps most disturbingly, down by the hole of the toilet, it looks like they've just painted that part brown.
As you do. I gotta say about the quality of the photo also, it doesn't really look like they got closer to the toilet to take the close-up shot of the toilet. It looks like the photo has maybe been enhanced by some sort of rookie cop on a CSI show.
Yeah, I
a
was
little
about to
too
say,
many
it's
times.
like when they say enhance on the cop show, this is what it would actually look like. Which
This is what it would actually
blurry.
look like.
Yeah, this looks like something you would find, like you'd get a roll of film from a yard sale and develop it, and this would be the only photo that developed on
Right.
it.
Absolutely.
The others are various shots of the backyard with the toilet
Yes.
featured. There's a faraway shot of a scorecard, and in the background is a tiny toilet, like a very small toilet, next to a bottle of beer.
Like a desk-sized toilet.
And then the last photo is, again, of a CrapShoot toilet.
Much better rendering on this one. So, listen, these postings are often going to be a lot longer than a misconnection. So I'd say read about as much of it as you feel necessary.
Great.
But, have a swing.
All right. Hey there. Me and a couple friends have developed a fun, all-weather, day and night addictive game called CrapShoot. Guys and girls, young and ancient, are all encouraged to check out what you need to set up your own backyard game of luck and skill. We're not selling you anything, we're just telling you about it so you can start having fun and possibly start a league of your own. But that's down the road a little. Its basics are really quite simple. The object of the game is to throw 30 flying discs 25 feet into a standard-sized toilet oval. Round toilet. Not elongated. The one who gets the most discs in the toilet wins. Can be played by as many players as you want. It's great with an occasional wager, perhaps, just to make things more fun and interesting. Goes great with backyard barbecues and parties. Cornhole doesn't come close to this at all. What you see in this pics is a result of adding artificial grass, sidewall bricks, reflectors over 3 years. You don't need all that. I just kept adding upgrades, as it were, because we were playing it often and just slowly kept improving things. All you need to start to get on the same general game basics as the toilet. No tank necessary, and can occasionally find free on this site. 30 flying discs, about 30-foot length of yard, maybe a screen of some kind, and or better yet, a clothesline with a blanket hanging on it right behind the toilet to stop the missed flying discs. It doesn't really take much to get started, and it's fun as hell. You'll see it when you actually do it. Contact me if you're interested and have any questions or any ideas about this. And better yet, if you want to check it out and try it at my place in the Arden area, that may be possible too.
So should we fly out? Should we go? Should we go take a look?
I think we need to go to wherever Arden is. This person has just accidentally reinvented the classic game of throw something at a hole. This is not a this is not a new concept.
No, it is not a better mousetrap. It is just kind of a bigger, more toilet-themed mousetrap.
Yes, but I do appreciate that they're not trying to sell you anything, and I do appreciate that they think getting 30 flying discs is easy and cheap.
Right. If anything, this is pretty wholesome for a post featuring a toilet. Like,
yeah, it could be way worse. I think that what they really should trademark is the name CrapShoot. Like, I think that's the only part that is marketable about this.
So if this went up on Shark Tank, which I hope it does one day.
Yes, please God.
One of the sharks, maybe Mark Cuban, would maybe be interested in this product, buying it for the name alone. Maybe the name could be used for something actually good, I think.
Yes, he got the rest of the concept.
Yeah, we'll definitely gonna take some liberties with the product.
I also don't know what an elongated toilet is, but this person is very against them.
I think they might be thinking of a bathtub.
That's.
I think
That's disturbing. Hey, you're gonna use the normal toilet or the elongated toilet when you head in there for that number 2?
Sorry about the elongated toilet. It doesn't flush very well.
Yeah, only number 1's in the elongated one.
Only number 1's in the elongated one. I tried to take a twosie and, oh man, very disappointed.
I think one of my early memories was of me pooping in the tub. Like, I have very few memories from my childhood because I have just an atrocious memory. But one of my memories very clearly was me pooping in the tub.
I am not sure if I've talked about this on the pod or not before. It's not related to me, but I did have a coworker who had a roommate who would, like, shit in the shower, apparently. That was just... And I'm sorry, again, I know for you, listener, we're like 12 minutes in or whatever. Like, for us, it's been an hour.
It's been an hour. We've been recording for a lot. We got through all the good content earlier, and this is number 2, as it were.
As it were. And you know what? We're liable to go a little blue after that much recording.
Or a little brown, if you will.
Or a little take you to Browntown. But this was a real situation I had heard of secondhand, and it sounded awful. Like, what kind of person is in a shower? Not like a shower tub combo, even where the hole might be bigger. Like,
just a poo in a shower.
Just a little like a little Play-Doh squeezing tool with a little hole grate thing. That's what we're dealing with.
I just think that that person should know that there are enough toilets out there that people are using them for recreation. There are enough toilets out there that you can just use a toilet. There are excess toilets, in fact.
There's a surplus of toilets. And apparently you just find them on Craigslist. So if you're so desperate for one, just... Yeah. Do you think someone, like, what would happen if you tried to approach this person you would just say you were interested in the toilet? Like, I just want the toilet.
I think they would be like, I'm not giving you mine because it's a great hit at our family barbecues, but I will, you pay me, I will decorate one that you find and provide for me. This person is clearly not willing to give up CrapShoot. Like,
no, this is important.
They've spent, Talon, did you even read it? They've spent 3 years upgrading theirs.
Upgrade, you can, and it is visible for sure in the images. You can see
the upgrades. It's high quality.
3 years of work.
I almost said high quality, and that's a lie, but it is. Somebody spent time on it.
It's real cute, but it's also so funny. Like, I mean, they're going into so much detail about how much work all this was.
It's like a kindergartner showing you a drawing and being like, I spent all afternoon on this, and you're like, that is a line with a stick on it, but God bless you.
I guess my question is, does everyone really love this at the family barbecue, or do you just make it happen so often and are so eager to do it?
The person's like, people love it. And
people love it because they do it every time they're over here because I tell them to.
Frank wants to host the next barbecue, and we cannot get out of it. He's going to make us play that fucking toilet game.
I saw Frank's white elephant present that he shoved under the tree at the party, and it's big enough to hold a toilet, and I'm worried. Well, there you go. From January, one of the top 4 Craigslist posts of the year, and they do not disappoint. We can move on to the next one up from March. I'll let you read this one too, just because the last one was a long A. This one's a shorty.
Okay. So yeah, this is from the 29th of March. Toilet paper seeds. Here you can see 2 toilet paper seeds in their natural habitat. These are the best quality and are guaranteed to produce 3-ply paper for years to come if cultivated properly. It comes with a photo. It is a picture of a toilet seat lid with 2 empty toilet paper rolls on it. This one's a little smarmy for my liking. Coming from the pure earnestness and genuineness of the last posting, this one is a slap in the face to that one, and I don't appreciate it.
You know, I did not even realize we were 2 for 2 on the toilet thing, but you're right. And you know what? To be fair, this was March 29th of 2020.
Yeah.
Who among us didn't think this whole thing would like blow over in a couple weeks, right? Like,
Definitely.
I think, yeah, the person I was on March 29th is a different person than the person I am on December 29th, you know?
I feel that. Yeah, this one's just smarmy. It almost looks like the toilet is mocking me because the 2 toilet paper rolls look like they're the eyes of the toilet.
Yeah.
And I don't appreciate it. I'm going to be honest. I do not appreciate it.
Okay, I think, that's gonna be a miss from the Craigslist readers on this one. Maybe not. Maybe we only needed 3 for 2020. Maybe we didn't need all 4. So if we have to rank them, this one honorable mention. You know, not quite. Did not place. Did not place in our book.
Not quite there.
Not quite there. Maybe that's what we'll have to do every year is award the top 3. You know, we'll read the best of.
We'll decide. Craigslist staff, they don't know shit.
The Craigslist, I said staff at one point. It is the readers, I guess. Readers. So really the readers don't know shit.
Readers voted?
Readers voted. But I guess staff must decide to put them up here. I don't know exactly how this gets chosen.
We need some
Maybe Craig himself.
We need to know who the association is that's voting for these.
Where's the Craigslist election office and how do I contact them?
How do I get paid?
How do I get paid? Okay, so we'll move on from our did not place entry. We've still yet to figure out what post will get gold, but I have some ideas. In our next 2, our final 2 best post of 2020, I can take this one if you'd like, so you don't have to do all the reading.
I'll rest my voice.
Rest your voice, because you're gonna need it for the next one. Oh my god. Okay, so this one comes from more recent time, September 12th, 2020, and it's titled...
Dangerous day. Right after 9/11. That's all. Sorry. Everything in my household relates back to 9/11 at all times. Anyways, sorry.
I mean, we promised we'd never forget, and I think that's all we're doing here. IKEA lamp is the title, and I'll describe the photo first. It's just a lamp. It's an IKEA lamp. It is a kind of a space gray color.
Looks like the Pixar logo.
Kind of looks like the Pixar lamp, you know? Yeah, it's got that big hood. It's almost like a big desk lamp, but tall. And yeah, no. If I had to guess its IKEA name, it's probably something like Svergen.
Yeah.
Like a Svergen. Mm-hmm. If I had to guess.
I would say it's Dosk.
Ooh, that could be it too. Yeah, it's an umlaut somewhere. Anyway, to the body of the post. Let's be real. It's a dark time right now. You may find yourself wondering whether there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but I have great news for you. There is. This lamp is tall enough that you can position it at or near the end of any tunnels you may find. But not so tall that it can get stuck inside the tunnel. We also have some mining lamps for sale, if that's more your style, but they look oddly like this one with the base taken off and taped to a helmet. This lamp is gray, but produces light that contains almost all, if not all, the colors of the rainbow. We'll include additional colors on other spectrums of light upon buyer's request. So there you have it. If you're looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, this is it.
There it is. They found it at IKEA.
It's an IKEA lamp. How disappointing would that be, though? You know, you see the tunnel, you go toward the light, you get to the end, and it's just a lamp. It's just a lamp. There's no heaven. It's just
and
a lamp.
You're reborn as a moth, and it's all a circle.
That's how it works. That Soul, brought to you by Pixar.
It all ties in.
It all ties in.
I would say that this one, I like this one. It strikes the right chord. It's not quite as smarmy as the last one. It's not quite as innocent as the first one. This is like a perfect marriage of the two.
Yeah, I agree. This one is very tongue-in-cheek, but it does it well enough that you could almost not know it was a joke if you were the right kind of person. Like, it's subtle enough. This is like a good British comedy, you know? It's like... Anyway, it's very sincere. It's not smarmy. It is, it's earnest. And you know what? I think pretty funny.
I think pretty clever. Yeah, well done.
Well done.
They didn't list the price of the lamp.
That's true.
That's my only problem. Is are they really trying to move it if they're not listing any prices? You know, price to sell. That's what I gotta say.
And I'm just double checking the section this came from here, and it does say furniture by owner. It's not in the free section, so you're right. There ought to be a price on this lamp. So that might we might deduct some points for that. Sorry, Bay Area, but
sorry, but we've got high standards. We've seen a lot come and go. You know.
Well, luckily, the San Francisco Bay Area has not one but two entries in the top postings of 2020, and this one. I mean, I feel like you have no choice but to get into it. It kind of forces you. So, right. I can take this one. Maybe we can both react, you know. But anyway,
I'm allowed to react.
You're allowed to react, you know. Don't hold back so much. I feel like that's your problem. Why are you so tense?
I really don't let my voice be heard on this podcast.
Yeah. Anyway, fix it. This post is from very recently, December 4th, and it is titled. Well, first let me say that it belongs in the cars and trucks section, and it is titled "Jet-Powered Volkswagen Beetle." And I don't know if we should start with the pictures or the body. There's a lot of body. Suffice it to say, this one really slaps you in the face, okay? You open it up, first image. You got a silver Volkswagen Beetle. Looks pretty normal, right? Wrong, because coming out the back end through the trunk section of this car, it doesn't look like it was built there. It was just added on by some mad scientist, is a jet engine.
It's a fuselage. Looks like the tip of a vape pen to me.
Looks like Optimus Prime's dick. And that's just the first picture. You move on over to the second picture, and you get a glimpse of it in action. And it is a sight to behold. You got an Iron Man jet just flying out of the back of this Volkswagen Beetle.
Oh, this is pure chaos. I love it.
The next gorgeous. Picture, there's even more flame. You know, people
on
the scene.
And they're taken at night, which is also great because you could see it. It lights up the entire area around it.
Yeah, my feeling looking at these photos is that you definitely don't want to be driving behind this person. You're liable to take some serious damage from the flames erupting from the back of this silver Volkswagen Beetle. There are more pictures, and it just gets more insane. Tony Stark has hacked a Volkswagen Beetle for some reason. And then we get to the body, which starts out subtly. It says, yes, this is a real ad. And yes, I use the photos everyone has seen from my website and shared. The last photo on this ad hasn't been posted anywhere and shows the lift I store it on. I take it down once in a while and run it again. This is a real ad for the world-famous jet-powered Beetle. Street legal, jet-powered Volkswagen Beetle, $550,000. Why on Craigslist? Why not? Why a jet Beetle? That doesn't really answer that question.
It doesn't answer that question, yeah.
It goes on to say, I think it may be time to let go of my flame-throwing, running, and driving jet car. Registration up to date. If you're concerned about that, that's good to know. The car has two engines. The production gasoline engine in the front, driving on the front wheels. You know, you're going to get into the nitty-gritty about what's in the car, blah, blah, blah. In parentheses, at this point, though, I have a PhD in mechanical engineering from Stanford University. It was great to design the street-legal jet car without distractions from other people's projects, solely because no one has done it before. I have no idea how fast the car will go, and probably never will. I built the car in order to thrill me, not kill me. That said, I do enjoy the occasional blast down the highway.
Okay, I have to ask what the fuck street legal means because it does not feel like this should be street legal.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if a cop's not me driving this, I don't think it'd be like a great interaction.
Yeah, no, I would say that's probably true.
I don't really know what street legal means anymore because I thought definitely this would be out.
We cannot impress upon you that the second picture on this posting, there is an actual live flame that is blue with heat that extends, I would say, at least 5 feet from the back of the car.
Like pretty big and it seems like it would hurt if you got in its way.
I don't think it would be good.
I don't think it'd feel great. Yeah, I feel like the rule of thumb is if you've seen it in a Fast and Furious movie, you probably shouldn't have it be legal in the street, you know?
I don't know what street legal means. I don't know what they're counting that as for this circumstance, but it feels like it shouldn't be, and I am anti-cop.
I am anti-cop, but I might side with them on this one.
The one time.
Put it away. I love that this person really didn't even like. They didn't. I have no interest in driving this. They just built it for fun.
That it's great. It's very well built. It is not a hack job. The Beetle itself is in great condition. Everything on it seems very well done. There's some interior photos. Everything seems clean. I'll say this isn't some hack chop shop job. This is like professional. I went to Stanford and got my PhD just so I could do dumb shit.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it pours them out for all the PhDs living in isolation with nowhere to put their knowledge right now, because. Or also buy them a drink so that stuff like this happens a lot more, please. This is some Mythbuster shit right here. I
was honestly, before they talked about it more, I was wondering if this was a Mythbusters set piece. Because growing up in the Bay Area, we have a fair amount to brag about, but like Mythbusters was huge when I was growing up, and it was a big deal that they were from the Bay Area in Alameda. Like, it was very exciting. The idea that you could see a myth bust. Myth get bust. Bust a myth.
Busted a myth right back there.
Yeah, there's the rest of the we will say the ad is extremely long. It's very long.
Detailed.
It's extremely detailed. They talk about all the specs of everything. The only thing that I could see that was relevant that made me laugh was it can be a little windy inside with the jet engine running, but not too bad.
Jesus. I'm imagining. I feel like they go into great detail about how you don't die when you are sitting in the driver's seat and you launch this jet, which is great to know. I don't understand any of it, so it's kind of like me in airplanes. Like I really get down and think about it. I don't know how airplanes work, but I try not to think about it so much when I'm on.
Hope and dreams.
Just magic. This, for me, this is gold. For me, this post wins the top.
This, for sure. Because this post is 100% earnest. But also, like, the writer has a little bit of dry humor. And it takes talent. They seem a little full of themselves, so I don't want to give them more pats on the back, but I will say it does take talent to build a jet-fueled Beetle.
I'm very impressed. I'll never get in. But I would love to see footage of it in action. Anyone in the Bay Area, if you've seen this thing driving down the highway, please
let us
pull
know.
over and get a video.
I know. I'm like even more confused as to where this person actually lives, because like Bay Area is large, and let me tell you, they all have their own personalities depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
So I think it is. It would be interesting to know where exactly in the Bay Area this car is for sale. But really, thank you for posting this on the internet.
Yes.
That is the best of Craigslist 2020.
That was it. And God, I loved that so much. We'll definitely post some photos on our Instagram. But could you just imagine pulling up to a light and seeing that across the intersection, like on your right? Just like...
I would think I was about to see the end of Grease.
Where the car kind of flies into the sky.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a little bit more abrupt than the ending of Grease, although that was pretty abrupt when it happened in the film.
It's hard to think of things more abrupt than that. Maybe like a hammer to the head, but other than that, like It's a pretty abrupt ending to a film.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? More films should use it. Like Lord of the Rings, that bed just starts hovering into the space of the Shire. Like, yeah, okay. There we did. So we have it. So do we think silver goes to?
Silver goes to CrapShoot in my heart.
Okay, silver goes to CrapShoot. Third
Bronze
place, then
goes
bronze
to Lamp.
like a lamp and toilet paper
Seeds.
seeds. Did not place, but participant for sure.
They get a blue ribbon.
They get a blue ribbon, and you know what? That's better than most years because normally there'll be a lot more than 4 of these. But
Step your game up for 2021, everybody.
step your game up. Yeah, this is what it takes to be top tier. You got to build a jet engine into your Volkswagen Beetle with your Stanford PhD over the course of I don't know how long. I'm hoping this was in quarantine. If it's been longer than that, why?
I think it might be longer than that, but we won't look too hard at it.
I'm not gonna look too hard.
We'll accept you for how you are.
I just got to say, I love the way to deliver the visual information in that post. It was perfect. The first picture is just stationary, and I just love the next picture being immediately like, here's what it looks like when you turn it on, because that's what you want to know, and you see it, and it's just like, oh my god, it is good.
It's what the people want.
Yeah. Well, that'll do it. That's gonna be the end of this year for us all. We've been proud to be your host through the year 2020, as I'm sure we're the only podcast you've listened to. But yeah, Sarah, you got any resolutions? You got any?
I don't believe in that.
You got any New Year's? I know, I really don't either. It's a real good excuse to like put a lot of pressure on yourself to do something you never want to do in the first place, and feeling real disappointed when you don't do it every day for a year. But
Yep. Just another reason to be disappointed in yourself.
just another reason to feel bad. But I will say, I think 2021 is going to bring some more fun like this to the pod, and we're going to be trying out some new things. Hopefully in this year we get to do a live show in front of a live audience, and that'll be a joy. And then we can see an audience react when we share a photo of a jet coming out of a Volkswagen Beetle.
Thank you so much for listening. If you liked what you heard, we do have one last misconnection, so stick around. That we will give to you, that we did not record already and had to re-record. Thank you so much for listening. If you like what you heard, please tell a friend. That's how most of our listeners have started, is hearing it from a friend. If you like what you heard, also what really helps us is if you leave us a 5-star rating and write something as a review. It is super helpful. Those reviews do a lot for us. And if you write something in the review, Talon will read it on air.
I will read it, whatever it says.
Once or twice. Also, if you have any misconnections you'd like to send to us, even if you live with one of our podcast hosts, go ahead and email it to us at craigcrypod@gmail.com. That's CraigCrypod@gmail.com. Or you can send it to us on one of our social medias. We've got an Instagram, a Twitter, and a Facebook.
Absolutely. We also want to shout out Rosie Sherman for writing our theme song and performing it every episode, day in, day out, week in, week out.
Day in, day out. Cold, fingers numb from cold.
Because we won't let her inside because COVID.
Corona. We got. You can follow her on Instagram at HeyShermy. Check her out. She does really cool little drawings as well and comics. And if you like her music, you'll love her other art as well.
Yeah. Next time you hear from us, it's going to be 2021.
2021.
But before we go, we got one last misconnection. Thanks, Sarah. Gas station, Huntington Beach. Dirty car, mobile car wash. Friends, have a good night. I'm Talon Bigelow.
I'm Sarah Thompson.
This has been Craigslist Crisis, and this has been 2020.
Bye, bitch.
Scream into a void now.